Hello and welcome once again to my YouTube can sew video tutorial. I am Chimi and today I'm going to be showing you how to make an easy Batwing Kaftan dress. This tutorial is going to be a very short, very easy tutorial, and I just want to say, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my tutorials. Put on your notification bell down there so that you get notified anytime I upload a new video. If you don't know what this channel is about, my channel is all about sewing, and we just share different sewing ideas, different tricks and tips on how you too can sew. I'll be glad if you leave a comment below if you like, and then you share my video. So let's go into this kaftan. So I have about 3 yards of fabric. This fabric length is about 60 inches long, and I folded it into 2 equal parts, and I've also folded it again. So now I have 4 layers of fabric. Well, this particular dress, has the same side, the back and the front are the same, exactly the same. So that's why I'm cutting both the back and the front at the same time. First of all, from this front here, we're just going to mark our neckline, and then I'm going to be marking about 4 inches deep. So I'm just going to give a slight curve this way. Okay, you can decide to make your neckline, a bit more. If you want it to be wider than this, you can make it about 4 inches if you want to, or you can make it about 3.5 or about 4 inches. Just all depends on you, But you don't make it more than 4 inches, because if you do that, it's going to be too wide and it might not, stay properly on your shoulder. So it's better to use from 3 to 4 inches. So I just made my 4 inches because I want you to see how it's going to the outcome of the kaftan. So I have made my 4 inches. So this is 4 inches and then 4 inches deep. Okay, so after that, then we're going to come down to, I'm going to mark the shoulder. The shoulder is 8 inches. So this is my shoulder line as well. From the shoulder line, I'm going to come down about 10 inches. So I'm just going to mark 10 inches here. And so this is the shoulder line, and then this about 10 inches here. Now from this line marking we have here, we're just going to mark the end of the fabric here. So I'm going to connect this line here to the marking there. So this is going to automatically become our sleeve. I'm just going to connect it this way. Okay. Now that I've done that, so I'm going to actually be using my hip measurement as all through, because the hip is the largest part of the body, when you're talking about the round measurements. So I'm going to be using the hip measurement all through, because that's going to give our kaftan a lot of ease. It's just going to give our kaftan a lot of ease. So I'm going to be using the hip measurement all through. The hip is 40 inches, so I'm going to be measuring 10 inches. Then I'm going to add 1 inch of ease, 1 inch of ease, and then 1 inch of seam allowance. So I'm going to be measuring 12 inches. So on the waistline here, I'm going to measure 12 inches, and I'm going to measure 12 inches all through. So measure 12 inches all through. Just now I'm just going to give this part a slight curve. Okay, so if you look carefully, we have the neckline, then we have the arm. This is the sleeve, you know, this is a batwing sleeve, so definitely there's no seam on the shoulder. And then I've used my hip measurement all through and just marked a very straight line, so it's just very straight. So I'm going to cut this out and then we'll do the joining. Okay, so this is what we have here. I'm also going to cut out the so for the stitching, we're just going to join. We're going to stitch the shoulder all through to the sleeve together. So we do that both ways, and then we'll make a rolled hem on the sleeve, and then we'll join the sides together. And after joining the sides together, we're also going to hem the bottom of the dress, and I'm also going to be using a bias tape to hem the neckline, and our Batwing Kaftan dress is going to be ready.